with a dream. Accomplished without its basic premise, the premise of belief. Belief at its core is the foundation for ideas to take wings, to come alive. And if those ideas are sound enough to form into greatness, they would have the power to rise beyond the heights of our imagination and can turn good things to sometimes even amazing things. Things that have the power to change, to improve, to make everything in our lives amazing. SBI is about yesterday, today, but more importantly, it's about tomorrow. Because initiatives and innovation have never been about what is. It's always about what can be. SBI sees life the way you see it. That's what makes us individuals more than mere bankers. The more we've understood, the more we've been able to help. The more solutions we've brought to the table. For over 60 years, we've seen everyone as individuals, which makes every experience not just profitable but rewarding. Whatever the story is, we've helped millions of individuals write theirs. We don't sell a product. Ours is a promise to our customers, employees, and partners that every service, every product, every decision, every interaction is designed to help them move forward every day. It's not just about banking, it's about helping people achieve their goals and being there when they need us the most. It's about how we want our customers and partners to feel every step along the way, which can only be achieved by a bank as big and diverse as India itself. Some of us like to tread different paths, while others want to let go of that path. Some of us learn to conquer our fears a little late, while some of us are still trying. In a world full of all kinds, SBI has something for everyone. No matter where we come from or what we do, we are unique, and this uniqueness must be celebrated.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Day 2 of the 5th SBI Banking and Economics Summit will begin in the next 10 minutes. May I request all of you to please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Day 2 of the 5th SBI Banking and Economics Conclave 2018. Now, over the last 4 years, this gathering has hosted some of the top minds, and it's become the benchmark actually for thought-provoking, innovative dialogue. So last night, we had the privilege of hearing some very interesting ideas. We had Mr. Piyush Goyal, the finance minister, talking about how the government holding in PSU banks unlikely to come down below 51%. He also gave an assurance that the fiscal deficit was unlikely to be breached, something that went down very well. Mr. Arun Jaitley spoke against corruption, and that's something that resonated with the audience that was gathered over here. We also had a lot of the top bankers who were present. They spoke about corporate financing, but of course the most interesting part was a lot of the private bankers talking about whether or not they were out shopping. Of course, everyone denied it, and we had Mr. B. Sriram of IDBI Bank, well, in some senses, who spoke about arranged marriage and said that perhaps it's unlikely that it could last the next 30 years. So in all, we had a very, very interesting day one, full of headlines, and something I'm sure if you all have been watching television over late last evening or early this morning, you'd have seen that this gathering has actually generated a lot of the material about which people are talking about this morning, and we hope to do the same actually on day two. So before we begin, may I request our audience and panelists who are active on social media to please use the hashtag SBI Conclave. So through the day today, we will focus on themes of governance, ethics, changing regulations, and of course, the burning issue of insolvency and bankruptcy. So there's a very interesting focus as well on stress management. So that's something that you'll want to hear out. So let's begin day two on a high. Effective corporate governance is critical to the functioning of the banking sector and the economy as a whole. Governance weaknesses at banks that are at significant roles in the financial system can result in the transmission of problems across the board. So how can the best governance practices keep up with the times and technology? So here to talk about governance in public sector banks, we have Mr. M. Damodaran,